This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you're hitting the like button or commenting, double check it's working properly, because they are working overtime to suppress the channel, suppress the views, suppress the videos, because they don't want more people becoming aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Listen, the bad actors who are manipulating XRP, doing everything they can to push the price down, are in for a rude awakening, because people are predicting that once XRP hits $5, there is going to be a liquidity black hole. And the way I'm interpreting this is this: once XRP hits $5, there are not going to be people selling XRP, even though I don't believe there are any people selling XRP now. I believe this is just the bad actors utilizing all the tricks of the trades to manipulate the price down, because I personally can't see why anyone would be selling their XRP before the XRP spot ETFs are approved, before the lawsuit is finalized, and before we see XRP making major moves in cross-border money transfers. Okay, but here's the thing. These are the analysts, the so-called experts. They're claiming that once XRP hits $5, there will be no selling of XRP, or minimum amount of selling of XRP, and people are going to be buying so much that the liquidity of XRP is going to be gone, or almost gone, which is going to push the price up exponentially. Okay? They are predicting that once XRP hits $5, it is going to create a liquidity black hole, which is going to send the XRP price running to the moon. And do I think this is possible? Of course I do. Because you guys know by now, if you're watching my videos, that I don't see a ceiling for XRP. I don't see a ceiling. Once XRP is implemented and running properly without the SEC putting blocks to stop it from moving, it's going to be off to the races. And once the XRP spot ETFs are approved and BlackRock, Fidelity, Schwab jump in, you're going to see trillions of dollars of institutional money coming into XRP, and that's going to send XRP to the moon, in my opinion. And I'm not telling anybody to buy, hold, or sell XRP. I'm telling you that in the arena where XRP works, there is no substitute. And like I tell you guys all the time, it's not just because of XRP. It's because of the infrastructure that Ripple spent building over the last 10 years while the SEC and Gary Gensler were attacking XRP on U.S. soil. The bottom line is this: once XRP reaches $5, and I see that happening a lot faster than the shills want. But once that happens and you get institutions involved, a lot of the fraud and corruption is going to stop. A lot of manipulation is going to stop. You know why? Because the 1% know that they can't engage in shenanigans that's going to cost the other 1%ers money, because the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are going to step in. So once the institutions are involved, the SEC and the DOJ, the FBI, the CFTC will start looking for the fraud and corruption more. All of a sudden, it will become a priority. But as long as retail investors are losing money right now, it's not that important. Fraud, corruption, manipulation, not that important to the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI, or the CFTC. It only becomes important once the 1%ers are at risk of losing money because of the manipulation, in my opinion. But I do agree with this article that once XRP hits $5, there's going to be a lot of buying, and there is going to be a liquidity black hole. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think after XRP hits $5 that the price of XRP can start spiking exponentially because people are going to be buying up like crazy? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.